morning everyone. Welcome to the YouTube channel of Lal Bagh Girls Inter College Lucknow. Children, I am Shalini Malhotra. In my previous video children, in English literature, we have already discussed about the chapter A Visit to the Cambridge, and this story, as I have already explained you, it is about the two great people, two able people who are physically disabled but they are the great persons. So let us read and understand the remaining part of the chapter. Children, as I have already explained you about these two persons who are physically disabled but they are very much able persons. One of them is a journalist who is going to meet Stephen Hawking at Cambridge. He is a journalist or a writer, and this person is an astrophysicist who reads the stars and the planets according to the rules of physics and chemistry. And he is suffering from paralysis, and Firdaus Ganga is suffering from brittle bones. This we have already discussed in the previous video. Now when he goes to the house of Stephen Hawking at Cambridge, he is speaking in front of Stephen Hawking. This is a conversation between Stephen Hawking and Firdaus Ganga. And sitting opposite to him, I could feel his anguish, the mind point with thoughts that came out in frozen phrases and sentences stiff as corpses. Now children, as Stephen Hawking, he is so much disabled, he is having so much problem in putting the fingers on the computer buttons, and this journalist, he is also realizing the pains, and he is saying that with great pain and a buoyant with thoughts, excitement of his thoughts, because he is a very able person, and that came out in frozen phrases. He is speaking in such a manner that the sentences are stiff. Stiff as corpses means, children, corpses is a dead body, and the dead body is very stiff. So because he is having the pain, so his words are very stiff or very straight. A lot of people seem to think that disabled people are chronically unhappy, and I said, I know that's not true myself. Are you often laughing inside? Now he is saying that so most of the people think that the disabled people, those who are not able, those who are on wheelchair or they are disabled, they are since last times in previous years, they are unhappy for a long time. About 3 minutes later, he responded, I find it amusing when people patronize me. Now Stephen Hawking is saying, I find it very exciting when people try to help me. And do you find it annoying when someone like me comes and disturbs you in your work? Now Firdaus Ganga is saying, and do you feel annoying or you feel angry when someone like him, he is asking about himself, like me, I am also disabled, and comes and disturbs you? The answer flashed, yes. Then he smiled his one-way smile. I knew, without being sentimental or silly, that I was looking at one of the most beautiful men in the world. Now he smiled, Stephen Hawking smiled and said, yes. A first glimpse of him is shocking because he is like a still photograph, as if all those pictures of him in magazines and newspapers have turned three-dimensional. Now his first glimpse or first scene, whosoever sees him first, is very shocking, like if he is a still or not moving picture, like a photograph. Then you see the head twisted sideways into a slump, the torso shrunk inside the pale blue shirt, the wasted legs. You look at his eyes, which can speak still, and they are saying something huge and urgent. It is so hard to tell what. Now this Stephen Hawking, he is moving his head. Torso is the below the neck part of the body. It is inside the blue shirt, and he wants to speak something, but you are shaken because you have seen something you never thought could be seen. What do you think is the best thing about being disabled? I had asked him earlier. Now he is asking, what do you think? He is asking Stephen Hawking is the most best thing in a disabled person. I don't think there is anything good about being disabled. Now Stephen Hawking is saying, I don't think there is anything interesting or good in a disabled person. I think I said you do discover how much kindness there is in the world. Now the Firdaus Kanga is saying, yes, you should, that there is kindness. When a person is disabled, you see the kindness in the world. Yes, he said it was a disadvantage of his voice synthesizer that it could convey no inflection, no shades or tone. Now this is a problem in the computer synthesizer, that it is giving him no tones or no shades. And I could now tell how enthusiastically he agreed with me. Every time I shifted in my chair or turned my wrist to watch the time, wanted to make every time of our 30 minutes count. I felt a huge relief and exhilaration in possibilities of my body. How little it mattered that when I could never walk or even stand. Now Firdaus Kanga is looking for the time where it is over 30 minutes or not. I told him how he had been inspiration beyond glitch for me and surely for others. Did that thought help me? No, he said. And I thought how foolish I was to ask. When your body is a claustrophobic room and the walls are growing narrower day by day, it doesn't do much good to know that there are people outside there smiling with admiration to see you breathing still. Now this Stephen Hawking is saying that my body is like a claustrophobic room. The body is a haunted place. And I am growing sentimentally narrower and narrower day by day. Is there any advice you can give to disabled people? Something that might help to make life better? They should concentrate on what they do good is good. The half hour was set up. I was annoyed. I have not annoyed you enough. I said grinning. Thank you. I touched his shoulder and wheeled out in the summer evening. Now that the time was over and Firdaus Kanga asked him that thank you so much. He thanked him and with a smiling and grinning voice, he touched the shoulder of Stephen Hawking and he set out for his home. So children, I hope this explanation you have understood of this story. Do write the difficult words in your copies, children. Have a good day and goodbye.